Hi folks, and welcome to this video on property perspectives. In Rhapsody, property perspectives are simply properties. So to model them in the profile builder, let's add another property file to our model, network property perspectives. And let's also include that in our root property file using the diagram. Now, of course, you can structure this any way you want. If you want everything in one huge PRP file, then go right ahead. To create property perspectives, let's add a new property perspectives diagram. On the drawing toolbar, we have properties perspective. Now, each one of those will become an additional filter in our features window. Let's create one called networking. Now we have pages. Each page becomes a new tab in the features window in that perspective. So let's add two pages, one called helpers and then a second one called tips. Then we can connect them to our properties perspective with a has page relationship. Now we can add properties to our pages, which again we can do individually or we can do it in groups. Let's first drag our new auto setup property onto the diagram, and we'll add that to the helpers page using a has property relationship. For the tips page, let's drag on the library, and there we'll use an includes collection. And that's it. Let's click save, and once that's saved, that's going to auto generate all our new files. And now we can use our automation to open up that root property file and all of its includes. Here is then that auto-generated PRP file that contains our new property perspectives. And you can see it's not something you'd want to typically write by hand. Now those new property perspectives won't be visible in Rhapsody until we reload the project. Simply switching projects isn't enough. Although Rhapsody does reread the property files when we do that, it doesn't update its UI. So let's close and we'll save the project list, and then we can reopen that project list from the history at the bottom of the file menu. Now we'll set our user project as the active one, and in that project we'll open the features view and go to the properties tab, and there we now have an additional perspective, an additional filter called networking. If we select that, we have two new tabs organizing our properties. Well, that's it for this video, a nice short one. In the next one, we'll really start to build our profile by adding stereotypes to implement a domain-specific language.